Hi there everyone, here Powell here with some more of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. Last episode, we met Princess Zelda and we're told that we need to go get the spiritual stone of the Gorons that is right over there. I don't remember if its official name was actually mentioned, but it's called the Spiritual Stone of Fire. It does have an alternative name, which I know wasn't mentioned, but anyways, instead of going over there towards Death Mountain and Kakariko Village, we're just gonna briefly head over here towards Lon Lon Ranch, because we're gonna be doing some things that aren't necessarily required, at least what we need to do in Lon Lon Ranch, but it's gonna help later down the line. And we are gonna be doing something that is a bit out of the way, but it is required, and it's better to get it done as soon as possible. Anyways, let's go to Lon Lon Ranch. It's a nice place. But, Lon Lon Ranch, it's not that big. I mean, there's that big wide open area there, but yeah, there's not much to it. Let's just go in here. This here is where they keep all the horses. We talk to you. I can't believe that I, the great Ingo, am working on this dump of a ranch. Because the owner is so lazy, I always have to do all the work around here. I, the hardworking Ingo, should be in charge, not that lazy bum Talon. Okay then. And there's cows. With really large nose rings. Okay. Now, that's not what we want to see. I just wanted to just meet the people here. But here, we have a bit of a familiar face. This here is Talon. We met him before. And yeah, it took some doing, but I finally got Malin back in a good mood. He has a little game for us that we can play. He has 3 Super Cuckoos on his table and on his lap. And we need to find them in the herd of Cuckoos that he has in his house for some reason. I'm gonna play, but first, I have a trick to make things easier. So what you want to do is just grab all of the Cuckoos and just pile them all in a general area. So I'm gonna stuff them all in this mound of hay. And if you can see what I'm doing, this is going to make it a lot easier once we actually start playing his little game. You. Because the time limit is actually really short. Okay, good. Let's play your game. And it's only 10 rupees, which isn't that much, but considering we can only carry 99 at this point, that is pretty much 10% of our savings. We have 30 seconds to play to find 3 Super Cuckoos. Oh, they all went, like, okay. This one is here. That's one of them. I think this is one of them. No? Okay, I know for sure that this is one of them. Now, the third one, like, flew in the same general area as all the others. There! That was easy. That's the last one. You found them all. Come on over here. And the reward for this is actually really good. I'd like to marry Malin, huh? No. Just kidding. I think you're a little young for that, aren't you? Proud to present you a sample of our very own Lon Lon milk. You'll be energized the moment you drink it. After you drink it, you can bring back the bottle and buy a refill anytime you want. So we got Lon Lon milk. But what's more important is the fact that we got a bottle. Lon Lon milk, we can drink it twice per bottle, which it's 5 hearts per drink, so in a total of 10 hearts, which is actually pretty nice. But the fact that we got a bottle is actually really nice. Bottles are really good items. They can store pretty much anything. They can store milk, they can store potions, bugs, fairies. And the fact that they can store a lot of different things is what makes them so useful. I'm gonna keep this, you know what? I'll put it over there. Don't ask why. I just like having my bottles in that column, because we will be getting more bottles. But, yeah. Bottles are really good. There's a total of 4 bottles that you can get in this game. And I guess this is their bedroom. But this looks like it'd be Malon's room. I feel bad for intruding, but yeah. Anyways, that bottle, very, very good to get. It's an optional one, but the more bottles, the merrier. And now, there's a couple more things I want to do here in Lon Lon Ranch. First off, before we go into the ranch proper, if we roll into this tree, there's another gold Skulltula. And let me just be quiet for a little bit so you can hear the little... Actually, no. There's music playing, and I want to showcase the music. Besides, we need to come back here when it's nighttime anyways for another gold Skulltula, and when it's nighttime, I can actually show off the noise that the gold Skulltulas make when they're around. Actually, before we go... no, let's do this. Okay, so right over here is where Malon is. Oh, it's the fairy boy again. I heard you found my dad. How did you like the castle? Did you see the princess? Dad came home in a hurry after you found him. Oh yeah, I have to introduce you to my friend, fairy boy. She's his horse. Her name is Epina. Isn't she cute? Oh, looks like Epina doesn't like us. Yeah, Epina might be afraid of us. My mother composed a song. Isn't it nice? Let's sing together. So, yep, the song that she's singing, if we play our ocarina in front of her, she can teach it to us. And now, we've learned Epina's song. And Gaybora just shows up out of nowhere. Okay. Trying to hog the spotlight, I see. But, yeah. Now that we have Epina's song, we can play it whenever we want. And also, whenever you play songs in the ocarina, you don't need to match, like, the tempo of the song. You can just mash buttons and it'll count. But, playing that will make Epina just come towards us. Yay. And that song, it's optional, but it'll come in handy. Also, a neat little trick that you can do with Epina's song is... It's a money-saving trick, actually, because we don't need to go over to Talon if we want to refill on Lon Lon milk. Let's actually... Let's use up our milk quickly. Let's drink it all up, because... You know, milk is always good for you. Gotta get that calcium for your bones, right? But if we go anywhere that has a cow... And I mean anywhere, because you will find cows in the most random locations. But if we play Epina's song for a cow, then we get a neat little thing here. First off, the cow's just gonna start talking. It reminds me of the pasture. That song makes me feel so good I can produce a lot of milk. Have some of my refreshing and nutritious milk. We get milk for free. So remember, if you ever need any hearts, like for healing, then find a cow and just get some milk. So yeah. Also, what's the description say? Farm fresh milk that restores life energy. Drink half and save the rest for later. Correct. Anyways, let's we need to come back here when it's nighttime, actually. So I'm just gonna briefly leave and wait for night to pass. Okay, now that it's nighttime, I see that they have their lights on, but... Oh, I hear Gold Skulltula. It's not one that we can reach just yet, but there is one around here. But anyways, there is a gold Skulltula that we can get right now. And it's right over here. Right here. So let me just be quiet for a little bit and let you hear the little shuffling noise it makes when it moves. Yeah, if you hear that noise, that means there's a gold Skulltula around. Remember, unless they're hiding in trees, or, like, in a cave or dungeon or whatever, then they only show up at night. So, if you hear that while you're, like, walking around at night, then you might be able to find the gold Skulltula around. Anyways, the last thing we want to do is go all the way over here to this building. I don't know exactly what its purpose is. It might be like a storehouse. But if we move some of these crates around... Let's see. Link, stop! Okay, whatever. Let's see. Let's move that. Let's move this. Okay, I think I got it. Yep, let's do that. And move this down. Right over here is it's a little place for us to crawl. And right over there is another piece of heart. So what, that makes 2 of them? 3 of them, actually. Nice. I'll take it. More health is always good. Just 1 more and we can get another heart container. And you know what? Health is always a good thing. Anyways, that's pretty much all that we can do at Lon Lon Ranch right now. There is a gold Skulltula around, but we can't get to it just yet, even though it is nighttime. We just don't have the necessary equipment to get to it right now. Also, what are you? You are a Gwei. Okay then. I'm just going to ignore you. Because you're not really necessary. I think if you kill 11 of these here in Lon Lon Ranch, then a big one will show up, but just like with the big Stall Childs that can show up in Hyrule Field, they're nothing special. Like, they'll still go down, like, as easily as any other version of that enemy would. Anyways, where's that other one that we heard? I think it's, like, up here. Somewhere. It's, like, up on one... There it is! Like, right up on one of the windows, but... yeah, we can't do anything about that just yet. Anyways, our next destination is going to be the Kokiri Forest. Navi will actually mention this. Like, whenever Navi wants to talk again, she'll be like, hey, I wonder what Saria would think about us going to Kakariko Village, or something along those lines. And that's actually a hint that we do need to go see Saria. And this is required, unlike where going to Lon Lon Ranch was optional, although helpful. This is actually, like, outright required, and I want to go here at night just because there's a gold Skulltula in Kokiri Forest that would only show up at night. So, yeah. Also, now that we have a bottle, we can do things with bugs, but I'm going to save that for later just because, like, I'm going to be doing something that'll make it easier for me to keep track of what I'm doing with bugs. If that makes any sense. I hope it does. Anyways, we're back here in the Kokiri Forest. Right here, behind the house of the Know-It-All Brothers, is a gold Skulltula. We could have gotten this earlier, but I figured that since we need to be here anyways, like for what I'm gonna be doing, then, I mean, might as well do that now instead of doing it earlier. I don't know. I figured it would make more sense that way. Anyways, if you were to wander around the Kokiri Forest, you would find that Saria is nowhere to be found. Actually, let's talk to some of the Kokiri here. Saria wanted to see you. Did she find you already? Yeah, she's not around in Kokiri Forest proper. You have a cool slingshot, huh? You know what's cool about it? I know how to aim with it. Anyone gonna give a hint as to where to go? Sarah said she's waiting at the usual spot. The usual spot? Okay. Well, I don't know if the game will tell us where this usual spot is, but it's gonna be past a place that we've been to. It's going to be over here in the Lost Woods, which is also a perfect time to talk about its gimmick. Also, I wonder, do you say anything, or do I need to wait till after I do a thing? I think I need to wait till after I do a thing with you. But, yeah, the Lost Woods. It's divided into, I guess, these little rooms, each with 4 different paths that we can take. And there's some optional paths here, like this one. And also, not all of them have, like, 4 things, like 4 pathways to take. But, anyways, there are some paths that lead to optional areas like that. But if we take a wrong path, it's going to just spit us out back here into the Kokiri Forest. There is a correct path, and there is a trick to learning it, which we will find out, I think, right over here in this next section. Yep, Gabor is over here. Link, good to see you again. Listen to this, hoot hoot. After going through the Lost Woods, you will come upon the Sacred Forest Meadow. That is a sacred place where few people have ever walked. Shh, what's that? I can hear a mysterious tune. You should listen for that tune too. Noctowl. Do you want to hear what I said again? No. If you're courageous, you will make it through the forest just fine. Just follow your ears and listen to the sounds coming from the forest. Hoot hoot. Yes, that's how you find the correct path. When you're about to go through one of these different paths, if you listen closely, music will play if you're going to the correct path. If not, then it's just gonna not play music. It's just gonna play like the percussion. And this is actually this is a path that leads to someplace else that we can't do anything in, but I'll show it off anyways. Goron City. This is actually our ultimate destination for getting their spiritual stone that we need to get. But these rocks are in the way. This is, I guess, a hint of things to come. This is actually a shortcut that we can open up later, because the Lost Woods will actually lead you to various areas as well. But, yeah, let's just continue going on. Also, the water here is also a shortcut for later. Now, I know the way. Like this here, that's the wrong path. This here's the right path. Like, just because I've played this game so many times, and like after just traversing through the Lost Woods so many times, like you just get an idea of where the correct path is. Like it just gets ingrained into your memory. But if you're playing like the GameCube version has a Master Quest mode. Actually, no, that's the same. If you're the 3DS version of this game, once you beat it, quick spoilers, it gives you a Master Mode, which is basically a New Game Plus with like higher difficulty and whatnot. And that game is mirrored, which throws you off. Anyways, you are a Wolfos. Draw it close to you and watch its movements carefully. Attack it when it drops its guard. It's almost always going to dodge your attacks, or just guard against your attacks, until it attacks on its own, where you can just move in to hit it. I did that wrong. There. Like, once it starts swinging, that's when it drops its guard. Jump attacks are, again, the preferred way to take down enemies just because they deal more damage. And defeating that Wolfos will open up that gate. And this maze here. It's in a bit of a top-down view. Very helpful, but it's not always going to be like that. But yeah, that's the unfortunate thing, because this top-down view is actually really helpful, but when it's not, when you're in this maze, because spoilers, you will be here later and you won't get that top-down view. It actually makes it a bit more difficult. Okay, just leave me alone. Okay, right over here. And we're in the clear. Okay, leave me alone, Deku Scrubs. I'm leaving you alone, so you shouldn't hit me. And right over here is a thing. But more importantly, it's where our friend Saria is. I've been waiting for you, Link. This is the Sacred Forest Meadow. It's my secret place. I feel this place will be very important for both of us someday. That's what I feel. If you play the Ocarina with me, I can teach you to talk with the spirits in the forest. Sure, let's play along. Okay, try to follow along with the melody I'll play. Are you ready? Great, great. Please don't forget this song. Do you promise? When you want to hear my voice, play Saria's song. You can talk with me anytime. And we learned another song for the Ocarina. 2 songs in one video. Pretty nice. Yep, we learned one of the more catchier songs in the Zelda series. Saria's song. It's a bop and a half. It slaps. I love it. It's a really good song. And just to show that off, if we do play her song, that's first person view. If we play her song, we can pretty much talk to Saria anytime we want, even though she's right there. Yeah, I don't mind talking to you using the Ocarina's magic, but I'd really like to talk to you face to face. Yeah. Sorry about that. I mean, like, we're, like, right there. But, yeah. If we're in a different area, I'll wait till, like, I'm actually, like, probably, like, in Hyrule Field where I can show it off. Or maybe, like, Kokiri Forest or whatever. But Saria's song, it's actually required. So, it's better to learn that now than it is later on, just because I don't know, I think it makes more sense. Anyways, this hole that I fell into leads to a fairy fountain, which is where fairies dwell. So if you ever need healing, just come back to the spot and just heal up from the fairies. Which reminds me, how come Navi can't do that? She's a fairy. Are there, like, just different types of fairies? Is she not, like, a healing fairy? I don't know. But just going up here is a little shortcut out of this maze. And back into the Lost Woods. There's one more thing I want to do here, though, which we can only do after we learn Saria's song. Oh. Yo, sup? Yes, I learned an Ocarina song from Saria. Leave me alone. There may be some other mysterious songs like this that you can learn in Hyrule. Yes, I learned Epina's song. And I already showed off how to play songs that you forgot. So, I'm ahead of you. Leave me alone. Anyways, there's something that I can do here in the Lost Woods. And it'd just be easier if I just take a wrong exit back into the Kokiri Forest and go back in. Because it involves that Skull Kid that I was trying to interact with earlier. I don't know how you would know this, but the moment you learn Saria's song, you can play it for this Skull Kid. And the Skull Kid is going to give us a little reward for that. You know Saria's song. We should be friends. Here, take this. And we got our 4th piece of heart, which means we have another heart container. which means we have 5 hearts, which is cool. More health is always good. Anyways, you. Hi, do you think my face is kind of plain? It's just not very unusual. Well, we can't do anything about that just yet, but we can help you with that later on. Anyways, with that done, voice crack, we can just head on over to our next destination, which is going to be Kakariko Village. But, you know, it's been a while since we've been home. Even though this is only episode 4, it's still been a while since we've actually been home proper. So, yeah, also, I might as well make a note of this now, but whenever you save the game and turn it off, whenever you turn the game back on, you're just gonna spawn in your own house. So, yeah, also, there's a little drawing here, which I assume Link, like, carved into the tree of him beating up Godzilla or something. I don't know, but anyways, with that done, we're just gonna relax home here for the rest of this episode, which is not that long. But, I think Link would enjoy some time back home. But, yeah, anyways, next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D, we're gonna head on over to Kakariko Village finally, and explore there, and make some more headway into going into Death Mountain. Thank you all so much for watching, and see y'all next time for some more The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. Later!